Welcome back to our course. In this lessons, like lessons 19, we are diving into one of the most exciting areas of working with ChatGPT, crafting effective prompts and exploring advanced techniques to get the most out of AI. By the end of these sessions, you will know how to write precise prompts, structure complex queries, and leverage some advanced or strategies to make ChatGPT work smarter for you. So let's get started. So to begin, let's talk about the prompts. And if I'm gonna go to the ChatGPT, like a prompt is the instructions or questions you give the chat or you give to the ChatGPT. The more precise you promote or you promote, the better out or better the output. So for example, like instead of asking tell me about dogs, like which is very bored, so like you can say like give me something, like give me a 200 word summary. So let's say the word summary, like the there's one or summary or of the top or like the 5 dog breeds or breed or for the apartments living. So let's say the if I gonna say the apartment uh, living, or we can just say the living, or let's say the include or including the temper or including, let's say the this one, let's say the uh, temperament. So let's say the temperament and the exercise needs. Okay, so let's say, and if I'm gonna say the exercise, let's say the need over here. So and that's it. So now the you can see there is the give me a 200 word summaries over here. So what's the difference? Notice the difference. The second promotes gives clear instructions, like the word limit and the topic focus and the type of informations needed. So this helps ChatGPT generate answers that are highly relevant and structured. Okay, and the next one is the promote structures. So there are a few promote structure that work really well. So like here instructions based promotes. So this tells ChatGPT exactly what to do. So for example, let's say the right, or if I'm gonna use something like here they say the right are professionals, let's say the professionals email to a client and reminding. So let's go with the reminding and them about a pending invoice. Okay, so like there's one. So this is the instructions based promote, and the another one is like you can go role based promotes, like you can assign a role to AI. So for instance, you can say the act as a fitness uh, coach, let's say, and create 7 days. So let's say the beginners, let's go with, and let's say the gonna, let's say the beginner workout. Okay, so let's say and workout plan. So that's it for the role based promotes. So here you can find like full body strength, or here we have the 7 day beginners workout plan. And the next one is the step by step promotes. So Asking ChatGPT to break things into steps improves clarity. So, for example, you can say, like, explain how, or let's say explain how to set up or WordPress. So, let's say website in 5 clear steps for beginners. Okay, so for beginners, so let's go with and let's say the beginners. And now here it's explained how to set up a WordPress website in 5 clear steps for the beginners. Like, first one is the choose a domain and hostings, and there is the options, and install the WordPress, choose a theme, customize your website, add plugs in, and launch. Okay, so that's it. And the another one is the comparatives promotes, so like useful for decisions makings. Like, you can say, or let's go with the example, like you can say the compare React and Vue in terms of performance, learning curve, and community support. Okay, so by combining this structure, you can ask ChatGPT to create highly detailed and useful output. And now let's explore some advanced techniques that personal or professionals use are really on. So the first one is the chaining promotes. So sometimes one promotes is not enough. You can or chain promotes to get a complex output. So for example, let's go with the new chat, and let's say our first asked list or list 10 blog ideas about AI healthcare. Okay, so let's say uh, healthcare, and now that here ChatGPT promotes for us like 10 blogs ideas in there, like until 1 to 10, and then follow with this, and like we can say the for idea, or like let's say the number. And if I'm gonna go to the role of AI and predicting and or preventing chronic disease, so let's say the number 3, and we can say the create 500 word, or let's say the word blog post outline with heading, let's say the heading, and if I'm gonna use and the subheading. Okay, so let's go to and let's say the subheading. So and here the and the details like 500 words blog post outline. For that we have selected number 3. So here the role of AI predicting and preventing chronic disease, and this is so, and that's it over here. So this method keeps ChatGPT focused and organized. Okay, so and that's it. So now let's move into for the prompt engineering. So prompt engineering is about crafting your prompts carefully to get more accurate, creative, and concise result. For examples, like instead of saying like write a story, so we can say something like write, or if I'm gonna say the write, so let's say write a 300 word. So let's say the suspense, you uh like say the suspense story set in a in a, a futuristic. So let's say the, if I'm gonna say the futuristics or city where if I say the AI or say AI uh, governs and humans, like we want to use the include a twist ending. Okay, so there's one and futuristic, so let's say like this one, and then we need to the properties. So like here 300 words suspense story, so instead of say or like we can write a story, so we used the write a 300 suspense story set in a futuristic city, so where AI governs human include a twist ending. So and that's it. Now, controlling tones and styles. You can ask ChatGPT to adopt a tone or styles. So, example, we can use like rewrite this text in a humorous tone suitable for Instagram captions, or we can just say, let's say the explain the blockchain technology as if I were like the 10 years old. So this is extremely useful for marketing, content creations and educations. And the next one is the using systems and user interactions in ChatGPT Plus. So for advanced users, especially on ChatGPT Plus, so like you can see there is the ChatGPT Plus. You can easily use the ChatGPT Plus from here. So there you can update the plans, and you can use systems like label instructions to guide the AI. For instance, you might say system message like you are not an expert copywriter with 10 years of experience in text marketing, or use the or user promotes like create a LinkedIn post about the latest AI tools for productivity. So this ensure that the AI consistency responds with the desired expertise and styles. Now let's move into the interactives refinement. So don't settle for the first response. You can refine outputs by asking follow-up questions. So example, if I gonna say like the original promotes like write a 10 or 20 words blogs on the healthy snacks. So if I gonna say again, and let's say the write a 20-word blog on healthy snacks. Okay, so let's go with and say the snacks over here, and that's it. And also you can follow up, like you can say, and if I'm gonna say the make it more engaging, or let's say the engaging something like that, this one, and add three or actionable tips. Okay, so let's say actionable tip, and that's it. So these techniques allows you to create content interactives with ChatGPT and improving quality and with the interactions. So here we have the these ones with these or steps. Okay, so and that's it over here, and you can also go to with the something with the examples, like you can say the social media, like you can promote something, act as a social media strategist and write 5 Instagram captions promoting new fitness apps, one funny, one inspirations, and one the motivationals. Okay, so or the professionals, and when you ask, then you'll get the tailored captions ready for the postings. Okay, so this is the example, or you can use the educative or education contents, like explain Newton's third law of motions with 3 real life examples for kids age, like you can select 8 to 12, and in simple languages. Okay, and ChatGPT will give you like something clear, age appropriate explanations that you could use in lessons or videos. Okay, so before we wrap up, here are some best practice, like be specifics, so provide clear context and word limits and format performance, and experiment, try different promote styles and tones to see what works best, and use follow up, don't hesitate to refine output step by steps, and save different promotes, like build a personal library of promotes you can reuse, or styled ethicals, like always review AI outputs for accuracy and ap- or appropriateness. Okay, so with these techniques, you are not just asking ChatGPT questions, you are guiding it to create content that's accurate, creative, and tailored to your need. So that is for lessons 90. In our next lessons, we will explore automations workflows using ChatGPT, integrating it with other tools to save even more times. So see you there.